one thing many people don't realize about the Amity Square is that there are 3 warp paths in each hut. When you enter, there's one up, another one left, and another one at the right. So this allows you to go to places where you couldn't go usually, such as this place here. Doesn't seem to be anything of note, however, so we're just gonna keep trying. Like, let's try this one. And okay, we got an item here, Spooky Plate, which boosts the power of ghost moves by 20% and changes Arceus and Judgment to the ghost type. And there's also some text on the back of all the plates, which refer to the creation of the world by Arceus. Now we got this little fat guy here. And another thing that I haven't mentioned about the Amity Square before is that for every 200 steps you take in the park, your Pokémon is going to find an item. So when you talk to it, it's going to give you the item, and it's important to do this every now and then if you want to find some good stuff. And the Mini Pebble is most definitely not some good stuff, because it's some stupid accessory for some stupid contest I'll never partake in. Let's keep trying. Hopefully I can get over to that item that I'm seeing there. Nope, not working. And hopefully maybe this one. Yeah, we're back to the entrance. So I'm just going to check my Torterra. No, hasn't found anything yet, so I'm just going to leave for now. Because get this, there are 2 entrances to the Amity Square, right? Well, both lead to different areas of the Amity Square. So if you want to see everything, you have to go out and back in through the other entrance. What a load of bullshit, especially since they put warp paths inside that thing. You'd think they could spare some warp paths for warping you from one area to the other, but no, they can't do that because we gotta make this as tedious as possible. Nah, I'm not gonna talk to you about my stroll with my Torterra because, as I said before, it's only one word and there's absolutely no point other than making a fool out of yourself on TV. Yeah, you can watch TV and every now and then you'll see interviews you've given and you say only one word and it goes on TV. Wow, the people of Sinnoh must be easily satisfied if they consider that that's good TV. And as far as I know, Jubilife TV has the monopoly on TV in Sinnoh, so maybe a little competition wouldn't hurt at all. So, yeah, let's go back into the Amity Square through the west entrance with Torterra. And you may be wondering what kind of items you can get from your Pokemon in that place. Well, mostly contest accessories, but sometimes you're going to get berries as well. And you remember that tutorial that I made about Claydol owning Generation 3 contest, and I recommended some berries for raising your Pokemon's contest stats? Oh, this is the item I was looking for earlier. Well, turns out all I had to do was go back through the other entrance. But, yeah, those berries are only obtainable in the Amity Square. So if you want to raise Pokemon for contests, you're gonna have to take a shitload of steps here, because not only do most of the time do you get a contest accessory, but even if you do get a berry, there's a slim chance that you're gonna get the one that you want. So, yeah. So you gotta endure the tediousness of that place for a long period of time if you want to get what you want. Kind of like the Dream World, actually. Both have Gonad's signature written all over it. And fuck, it seems like the only places where I can go through warp paths in this area are those 2 huts here. So I'm gonna back off since I think I collected everything anyway. I'm just gonna check the Torterra before leaving, and oh, brown fluff. It's not even a berry. God damn it. Stupid place which I'm never going back to again. And I mean, as tedious as the Dream World gets, at least the incentive for you to go into it is better. So this is our final destination before going to the gym. It is the contest hall. And oh, hi there! This is the judge that I helped earlier with her bunnery, and oh, it's my mom here. No way! She's your mom? Okay, so this is the the game's subtle way of cluing you in that you might be able to face your mom in contests if you rise through the ranks. You can fight her, you can fight Fantina sometimes in Master Rank contests. Oh, glitter powder. Well, I suppose it can help you bring out your inner Edward Cullen or something, so yeah, I just had to make that joke. But yeah, this is what I get as a reward for blocking that bunny area earlier on. Dumbest bunny area in the world, by the way, since it couldn't even go around, it only knows how to walk in a straight line. So yeah, as Akira just said, she's a contest judge, so we're not going to be dealing with her anymore, since I'm not going to be doing contests. So it's time for a little chit-chat with my mom, and you know what? It's funny that she said that she never talked to me about contests, since she's supposedly this huge contest star or something. And okay, what's she gonna give me? Oh, a tuxedo! Well, I wasn't aware there was a football toss part in the contest, and yeah, because those contests are really enjoyable anyway. God damn it. Should be an eye-opening experience. Well, more like an eye-gouging experience. Damn, these things suck. Really, I'm not kidding. So this is Fantina, by the way, and she does this little useless little twirl. And as you'll notice, she's French, and we know this because the game designers thought it would be a cute idea to put some French words that make no sense into her sentences every now and then. Those game designers must have started a French class or something, because it's really entirely pointless. It just sounds ridiculous. I mean, do I speak like this? No, I think I speak a much better English than that, because I think I'm fluent in both languages, but the way she speaks, she doesn't look fluent in either of them. Anyway, now that she left the place, she's gone back to the gym, but we're just gonna talk to the NPCs here, just so we can get a better explanation of what contests are. I tried doing it back on Route 208, but of course the game would probably do a much better job at explaining it than I could do, because I don't have too much experience with contests in this generation. So, as I said, there are 3 parts to each contest, which they call visual, dance, and acting. And this place here is the practice room, where you can practice each contest part before you actually partake in those contests, which is handy since it allows you to learn the mechanics of each part before actually going out there. And now we're gonna hear about the first part of the contest. Scoring is based on the voting by the audience, and it depends on 2 things. The condition of your Pokemon in that particular stat, that is how many Poffins you have fed it, and you also get points for dressing it up with appropriate accessories rather, from your accessory box. And yeah, as I said, you have to match a certain theme that in order to know which accessories you use, except as I said, those theme names really make no sense. There are tables on the internet which tell you how many points you're going to get for each accessory, though it's really not worth it, because there is a time limit for dressing up your Pokemon. You have 1 minute, so you don't really have the time to look up the list to see which accessories to give to your Pokemon. All in all, this is just a load of shit. Super Mecha Death Christ riding a unicycle. How many times have I said contests suck in this video? God damn. And now we got the dancing part here. The 4 contestants take on different parts. There's 1 main dancer, and the remaining 3 are the backup dancers. And you rotate throughout the dancing part, so at some point you're going to become the main dancer. And yeah, the backup dancers earn high scores by duplicating the dance steps laid down by the main dancer. And the main dancer has to successfully pull off the moves that he's supposed to do in order to get more points. Make it dance using the same timing as the main dancer. Well, it's kind of redundant, but at least you get an explanation of the controls that you use for the dance. rotates with the backup dancer. As I said, that this happens 3 times in all, so that everyone has a go as the main dancer. Show it how to dance. I can just sort of imagine, you the coordinator being a bozo and like dancing and trying to get your Pokemon to dance in the same way. Needless to say, not all of us are Michael Jackson. I, for one, am completely uncoordinated, so that's a rather funny visual, since it only remains as that, a visual. It's not reality, thankfully. So that's it for the dance part, and now the part of the contest that, well, contests are best known for. You appeal using your moves. However, it's very different from in Generation 3, because now there are 3 judges, and if you're the only one to appeal to a certain judge, the judge is more impressed and gives you more points, whereas if everyone goes for the same judge, well, they won't get much of a bonus. And Pokemon are not permitted to perform the same move 2 turns in a row, just like in the last generation. And by the way, there are 4 turns in this contest instead of 5 in Generation 3. And another difference with Generation 3 is that the strategies you could use that involved moves were watered down somewhat. There are a lot less kind of things that a move can do, and it's generally a whole lot less interesting. If you have experience with both Generation 3 and Generation 4 contests, you probably know what I mean. In a cool contest, if a Pokemon uses blah 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 blah, the reason why she's saying cute or smart move here, by the way, is because, remember, contest stats are disposed in a pentagon. So cool is at one extremity of the pentagon, and the 2 that are opposite cool are cute and smart. So this is why those types make the voltage go down. So in a nutshell, in a cool contest, cool increases voltage, cute and smart lower the voltage, and beauty and tough do nothing to the voltage. That's how it works. And obviously this is the room where contests take place. We got a few people in there, even though there's no contest going on at the moment. So, yeah, we get more tips from NPCs, and as I said, the theme of, the dress-up part, I can't stress enough just how much bullshit this is, because the words really mean nothing. You have to get really lucky or have learned the goddamn lists by heart, which I'm not willing to do, especially not since the rest of the contests are such baloney as well. Okay, of course. Okay, what's even more important is your choice of the judge. So basically, what she's saying is that skill is important, but luck is even more important. Normally, if the game designers were smart, this is when the one who's writing the script would go over to the other game designer teams and say, hey, here, I'm making an NPC say that luck is more important than skill. You might want to change the way things work a little. And then, since Gonad's on the other team, he answers, nope, there's really no need to change it. That's how I like things. Sucky and awful. And obviously this guy here was blocking the way to the receptionist that actually allows me to enter contest, which means this was their way of making this encounter mandatory if you wanted to do contest. At least he gave me a free Poffin out of the deal. Not that I'm planning on using it, but anyway. So we're going to get some more explanations of what contests are, even though we got a fairly decent explanation over near the practice room. Yeah, it's nothing we don't already know. Come on, are you going to be that redundant? Okay, if this is your first time, it's recommended you try some practice sessions before entering a contest. And if you do want to do a contest for whatever freaky reason you might have, this is actually a good idea. Rated on their appearance, blah, blah, blah. For details. Okay, so at least they're saving me the epic redundancy of having everything repeated to me over and over again. Try to put on coordinated dance performances with everyone, and once again, more information at the practice counter.